What do you get when you take a bunch of misfits, villains, and morally great heroes and toss them into one mission the Avengers were in touch with a 10-foot vibranium shield? Chaos, carnage, and one hell of a team up. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Thunderbolts. Welcome to Ruben Comics Podcast. The Thunderbolts are a team I'm vaguely familiar with. I was introduced to them in Avengers Assemble, where Baron Zemo and the other villains disguised themselves as heroes, pretended to be heroes, but were really villains in disguise. The first roster consists of villains disguised as heroes, formed by Baron Zemo. Basically like Dark Avengers, there have been many incarnations throughout Marvel history, consisting of heroes and anti-heroes, and some villains. The MCU did its own thing. I didn't have high expectations for it because of the roster, but from watching the trailers and the more I read about it, I got more excited. Jake Schreier is a pretty unknown director, not unlike the Russo brothers, with a few movies under his belt. Having seen it, I'll give my general thoughts. Now, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, you've been warned. Without further ado, let's dive in. It's not in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes. Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, and John Walker embark on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest corners of their past. It felt a lot like those early Marvel movies on the action, cinematography, and so forth. Everything about this movie felt practical with minimum CGI when it's needed. It's the most grounded MCU movie I've seen since The Winter Soldier and Civil War. I think the main theme of Thunderbolts revolved around mental health. All the characters were great, except Taskmaster. She died in the first 10 minutes. I mean, they weren't even hiding in the market, which I'm completely fine with. She was the worst part of that Black Widow movie when she revealed that mask. And the fact that they stripped what made Taskmaster great and made it like a computer thing just took me out of it. Anyway, my main takeaway was they all have some level of trauma or a shady past on top, used as weapons, and now they're trying to find purpose in life. They all have great chemistry, like they bounce off each other really well. I like John Walker a little bit more now. He's really not that bad. Ghost got an upgrade from the Ant-Man the Wasp costume. Bucky got his Winter Soldier aura back. Red Guardian got a little bit more time to shine. But the standouts for me were Yelena and Bob. Speaking of, Sentry has to be one of the coldest MCU heroes I've seen. My favorite scene in the movie was when Sentry pulled up at Avengers Tower, well, formerly Avengers Tower, now it's called the Watchtower, and just straight up mollywopped that team. He used the Force sending Red Guardian out the window just to bring him back and forth, melting bullets, turning Walker's shield into a taco shell. Then he snatched Bucky's metal arm and disrespectfully backhanded him with it and threw it right back at him. You have a metal arm? That's awesome, dude. Pick it up. Pick it up. He's basically Marvel's Superman with sun powers. He might be able to go toe-to-toe with Thanos. And to think he was just a random civilian named Bob. But then things took a dark turn when he turned into the Void, turning people into shadows and engulfing New York into a Shadowland. Val really didn't think this through. I don't know what Spider-Man and Daredevil were during the movie, but I just know Main Kingpin was quaking in his boots. So there's a shadowy figure turning people into shadows. What should we do? Send the task force. They're all dead. When I was a boy. Oh, brother. I went into this thinking, how are they going to defeat the Void? Well, that's the neat part. They didn't. Yelena went into that Shaolin dimension and rescued Bob. Then the team followed and went through all the different rooms with like contain some of the messed up part, the darkest parts of their psyche. And the only one strong enough to beat the Void is Sentry. Then with a group hug, they were able to save New York and Bob at the same time. But in the process, he doesn't have access to his powers anymore for the time being. What really got me was before they could arrest Val, she somehow got the press conference laid out and just straight up called them the new Avengers. Thus, it turned out to be an Avengers movie in disguise. I just know Sam was sick to his stomach watching that on the news. So there were two post-credit scenes. The mid-credit scene has Red Guardian risen up a woman with a cereal box with the new Avengers on it. Then the second post-credit scene is a tease for Avengers Doomsday. Sam trademarked the Avengers name. It seems Sam and Bucky are not on great terms, which is a real shame. Anyway, now they're called the Avengers with a Z. Bob can't turn into Sentry right now since that'll bring back the Void, but he did the dishes. Then satellites picked up a spaceship in orbit around the Earth with the Fantastic Four's logo on it. Something tells me Galactus ate their plan like a all-you-can-eat buffet. And with that, Phase 5 has come to a close. I had a ball with New Avenger, and it makes me even more excited for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, which have been recently delayed around Christmas. I'm completely fine with that because it gives them more time to give us the best movies possible. And Spider-Man Brand New Day can release before Doomsday and be a street level movie, which tells me he is going to appear in Doomsday, probably be on that new Avengers team. Overall, Thunderbolts delivers high stakes action, grounded storytelling, and one of the most powerful new characters in the MCU. It's gritty, chaotic, and filled with anti-hero energy. If you're tired of squeaky clean capes and need something messier, darker, and more fun, this one's for you. Here are some fun facts about the new Avengers. Bucky took the mantle of Captain America in the comics after Steve got assassinated. Florence Pugh, who loves heights, strongly advocated to Kevin Feige for performing the 118th building jump herself for the opening scene. Despite insurance concerns, she playfully but persistently emailed Feige arguing for the positive press and potential Guinness World Record. Eventually, Marvel agreed to figure out how to make it happen. The post-credit scene was filmed on the set of Avengers Doomsday by the Russo brothers. Stephen Yeun was originally cast as Sentry. Mel is based on Melissa Gold Songbird, a founding member of the Thunderbolts in the comics. Man-Thing was originally going to be on the team. Zemo was originally set to appear. Sentry's powers include super strength, superhuman agility, and biokinesis, along with the ability to manipulate molecules. He even has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. He's considered immortal, possessing the nigh invulnerability and the ability to be resurrected. He has an evil persona called the Void, the representation of everything negative, basically. Not to confuse with the Void from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a completely different Void. He can even go toe to toe with the Hulk to a standstill, evenly matched when Hulk turned into World Breaker Hulk and nearly destroyed the planet. This is Ruben Comics Podcast. Thank you for listening. Ruben Comics signing off.
Ruben Comics.